All right, so just a quick video on the cargo net update. This is an OEM Acura MDX cargo net, just unzipped. It can zip up to be like a vertical pouch, but I'm not using it that way. I usually use it flat. And what I wanted to do was leverage the sliders here in the back of the R1S. I've got 4 of them, so I bought an extra 2. And they have this hole with this quick release that you can trigger from there. So I 3D scanned that hole, measured and modeled just these very simple hooks that are just the right size to grab onto the elastic here on the net. And those just essentially snap right in to that hole, and those hold, and then to get them out, I need to switch hands here. You just press the button and you can pull it right out. Wow, this is really hard to do through a phone viewfinder. There we go. So those latch in at all 4 corners. So the whole net itself is super easy to release and pull out. The only issue that I found with this is the sort of length is a bit long compared to where you can put these front latches. But what's good is that there's enough slack, it's probably hard to see, I think I can pull this up, that the net can be stretched over the rear lip that folds up behind the 3rd row. And if you just pull that up over those corners, I don't know if it's coming through in video, it takes a lot of the slack. Otherwise, this section in the middle, it's still a bit slack, but pulling that up takes up a lot of that slack. So this sits pretty flat, and once you tuck a few things under here, obviously this all tensions up. The tension here on both sides across the general width here is actually quite good, just with the default position of these the little clips. So yeah, that's my little system for a cargo net. There might be a better fitting net than this, but I had an MDX before and I had this net, so I know it's at least decent quality. It lasted me 6 or 7 years without issue. The only complaint that I have is just because of the nature of where those latches sit and where the hooks have to be, that you do have a little bit of height here. So if you just slid something in from the rear sort of tailgate, it might get caught in here, like if you're dropping a box in. But I think, since it's so easy to just rapidly, just pop the buttons and take the net out, you could set it aside really quickly, right? And it will take moments to put it back. And I designed these specifically so that there's enough grip here that they just stay on the net. I was originally going to use the hooks, build a sort of an eye hole here and then have the regular sort of clips that go on here. And I decided to just eliminate that entirely because there would be too much slack. There'd be even more slack here. But aside from that one nitpick, is just this little bit of height. I'm actually really happy with how this worked. The quick release system makes it super easy to get it in and out. So if anybody's interested in the parts, I can share those files, or I'm happy to print some for someone if they want them. But the OEM Acura MDX cargo net is a viable option for the back of the S.